Hello folks, it's thesiggy. Welcome to my latest video. This one is part 2 of tips for building your base. Number 1, make sure you've watched the part 1 tips and how you're doing everything. The next one is, if you surround your weapons factory with boosters, incidentally, the best boosters are for coins are these warplanes. For example, if you was going to do a nuke, it take 14 hours to build. When they're boosted, you're looking at 2 hours 41. I don't use nukes. I think they're limited. What I use a significant amount of is EMPs. Okay, you should fuse every tank, plane or submarine to level 4. If you can do level 5, because you've got that far, that's what you should be going up to. You should be doing nothing. You shouldn't be donating anything less. And again, just fusing up on things. Let's have a quick look here. Click on the item, and we've either got our units, stash, or fusion. Find out what we've got. You do end up getting an awful lot of units at the start. Don't worry about it, they all add to your base's strength. Our Ymir fused, only got one there. These take thorium. Just keep checking them. Make sure you're getting up to the highest level. By now you should have fusion centers. Now these fusion centers can also be boosted to shorten the build time. Above ground, you can fuse them with missile attack, first aid, and smokescreen. If it's the underwater fusion units, which are the same looking things, just here, what they can do is you can use all the above plus acid, napalm, and laser sight. Each unit, I'm going to go back up because these are faster. Each unit can have up to 10 fusions. Let's go on to let's have a look at a mechanical unit, because I know I've just done some marauders to level 5. There we go. Oh, these are a fine balance actually. This is going to cost me thorium, which I haven't got enough of just yet. So I'm going to add some power-ups to my snow prowler. To me, the best one to use is smokescreen. If you ask 10 different people, you'll probably get 10 different responses. But as far as I'm concerned, smokescreen, and that's all I build. If you click on it once, it will give you that option to add 20% of that unit's power to your units. You can have a maximum of 10 power-ups. So keep clicking on this bottom part. And then what we've got is we've got 61 hearts to fuse that with 10 times smokescreens. It'll take just under an hour. So again, you need to be keeping those busy at all times. You may want to consider changing your energy plants, your oil storage, your oil production to something that gives a greater reward for less or the same space. Most of mine are units that have been purchased with coins, although I have spent a few gold stars on some of them. Again, these can be boosted. If we look at, for example, if we look at a heavy refinery, let's go into oil supply. A heavy refinery gives 70 barrels of oil every 1.5 hours. This one that's boosted, admittedly it's near a couple of Mount Rushmores, gives 1,067 every 1.5 hours. To help you level up fast, these smaller oil producing units are better. And the reason why they help you level up faster is on the same basis as having military cottages. If you look at this score up here, 936, 236, you get an extra point for each one of these going up, like so. The amount of points you need to level up as you increase is more and more each time, but these help. Again, if we look at these military cottages, yeah, military cottages and the oil wells are absolutely fantastic for building this part up and ultimately increasing your level. When we are fusing units, a top tip is to use the large vehicle factories or the large airfields, particularly for something that uses hearts. So if we look on, oops, we haven't got anything now to fuse. Our Marauder, it's 3,322 on the large factory. I'll just collect these couple and let's see how much these are. Fusion, it's 4,530 when we use a normal vehicle factory. It's a no-brainer. However, the money or the coins don't really matter to me. I've got plenty. Base structures can be made in the development factories. These are the development factories. Basically, the units get added to the point values of your 6 units, depending on whether you're attacking or defending. Some are offensive, some are defensive. They don't get destroyed during a battle. So the ones I've got on my base around here and in various other places, I can squeeze them in around here, etc., etc. They don't work in faction battles, but they can significantly affect the outcome of a standalone PvP battle, the player versus player. The military council building, this one here at the core of my map, adds to your battles. Not faction battles, but it increases your defense and attack of each unit that you deploy. You can boost it to almost 2,000 attack and defend points if that's what you can afford. Mine's currently at 1934 and 1779. Again, I've got it boosted with items that I've either won or purchased. The research centres unlock new upgrades, they improve existing buildings, they offer temporary boosts, i.e. for 25 or for 24 hours you could have a 5, 10 or 15% boost on your defence. For example, clicking on there, 20%. There's our defender, there's 10%, and our defender 5%. You can have all three if you wish, but it's got to be one boost per research centre. So I have a couple of research centres underwater and a couple on the top. They do take a long time to produce if you're looking for other items. I've unlocked most things. Let's have a quick look at this. Tax efficiency. I could, if I wanted, increase the range of my tax office by 6. The upgrade takes a week and 3 days. So you need to plan ahead for these. Okay. And the special operations building, which is this one here with the flashing glory symbol above it, is a good place to get gold stars. If you've got plenty of coins, what you can do is you can click through here to find a target. These battles are very hard, so be prepared. I'm not going to go for that one because all it gives me is just more coins, and again I've got plenty. What I'm looking for is stars, gold stars. There we go. It's hard, but it's for 2 stars. You have 1 minute to accept or decline each of these, else they'll go. I will do that in a second, but in the meantime, thank you for watching. You've been watching The Siggy.